say anything that he doesn't like, especially about the way he looks, the dress, nothing of that sort. And then okay, they reach the place. I think rooftop would be a nice setting for them, and hoping that they reach safely to that place. Okay, I think Batman can carry her and get on the roof with his jet plane. That will be like a nice touch. So I'm telling how things should not go bad. I think I'm off good with the topic. In a way, I am like suggesting what can go wrong and what cannot go wrong. And okay, so this is all setting. Dinner table is set up. Everything is going on. And then suddenly Batman strikes something and he says something about the Batwoman. And then there goes Hulk. Eve. All green. They're standing like that, hovering over Batman. And I don't know what Batman will do. Probably call up his car and vanish off. So I think that's what the story I can just think of right now. Thank you.
Once he transforms, he uses only one word, right? There will be a lot of communication will happen. Let's call Venkat Raj. And you thought you want to be different from others and tried to have a chimpanzee as a pet or a gorilla. So now is it a good option?
Okay friends, so finally, I don't know why, but I've decided to keep a chimpanzee as my pet. The thing is, I wanted to be different, but and at the same time, I wanted someone more like me. Dogs are not like chimpanzees are the closest thing to humans, and sometimes when you get bored, there's a limit to which you can play fetch with a dog or teach dogs games and all. But chimpanzees, they are more intelligent. So I think they'll be more interactive. They might teach you one or two tricks of their own. At the same time, I'll get some attention, like the neighborhood girls, the neighborhood. At least I'll be asked questions. And the other part is it legal or not? So for that, I'll have to make some arrangements. Maybe put them in my basement. I'm not sure what food they eat, what care do they need, and also for that maybe I have to consult some doctor in an unofficial situation. So I think that'll be the problems of having a chimpanzee.
Should teachers or professors have a dress code or uniform?
Should teachers and profs have a dress code? That's the topic. Hi friends, I already said my topic, and I'd like to say that day by day it's an offbeat topic. How you get these offbeat topics every day, and I'm feeling excited and worried at the same time, sitting and giving the name to the impromptu speech, and you are giving these offbeat topics, and we feel the same sitting there. Okay, coming to my topic. Yeah, should the teachers and the profs should have the dress code or not? Yeah, they should have the dress code, In my opinion, they should have the dress code. I would like to quote an example to you, VK Gupta profs. I am worried to see how many suits that VK Gupta prof had. Every day he'll come in with green, purple, violet, yellow, in different suits. Of course, some are good and some are. I don't know. I would like not to comment on them. Then dress code gives an impression that okay. Of course, it doesn't look good for the youth profs. Like they don't want to be in formals because profs are generally intelligent and so they don't want to tie over their neck and something. They don't feel like having a dress code. But generally, to give an here I would like to mention a point like if a youth is there. Actually, this was happened to me when I'm meeting my mentor. I was waiting for the C101 room, and suddenly a guy came and asked, "Where is C101?" "Yeah, man, I'm going to the C101. Come, we'll go there." Suddenly, I saw that he's my mentor. He's just 21, so somewhere around. He looks like 21 years. So they should have a dress code so that we can identify. Yeah, sir, it's C101. We can come here like that. We can sit. So we should have a dress code.
Hard part for me is over. Hope you might have liked the topics. So I'll
Can we have a round of applause for Anusha?
I'll hand over the dice to Toastmasters. Thank you.
Okay, well, good topic, Sarusha. Talking about Anjali's speech, I think it was a very good speech. I'm going to take credit for that stage presence. I know I'm being shameless, but if Ranbir can, I can be. I'm talking about Besharam, guys. Come on, I feel like Chandler and... Okay, forget it. So, I think it's almost over. So, it's a wrap, guys. Aditya has some notice to say. Okay? Sorry.
And do the bit towards the after that.
Okay, so let us take a call for the best speaker of the day. Sorry. This is my first time, so I'm forgetting things. Let us call upon the back of the day.
Hello everyone. For prepared speech, you should take 5 minutes, and for impromptu speech, you are given 30 seconds to think and 2 seconds to deliver the speech. And here Niveda took 5 minutes 20 seconds, and Nara Hari took 7 minutes, and Akhil Mahajan he took 4 minutes 55 seconds, and Ankit Chauhan he took 4 minutes. Subham, he just took only 2 minutes and 25 seconds. I think you have just taken your childhood memories, and as you told Johanna, I know how JNB boys do things. And you can have talked, and I know if you start talking about that, it has exceeded 5 minutes. And Anand, he took 6 minutes 28 seconds. And Murli, he took just only 1 minute and 40 seconds. You have to just think about time, because every time what is time given, you take lesser time, and it is 5 minutes you have utilized it. And then coming to impromptu speech, Anjali took 1 minute 30 seconds. Anusha took 2 minutes 5 seconds. Parth took 1 minute 30 seconds. And Nilanjan took 1 minute 50 seconds. Manisha, she exactly took 2 minutes. And Venkat Raj, he took 1 minute 20 seconds. And Gautam took 2 minutes. And it was everybody utilized their 30 seconds.
Vaibhav took. What's the name?
Bravo took. Sorry.
Let's call upon our content.
I'll be first talking about the prepared speeches, and I'll start with I'll tell them in a decreasing order of hours. So the first in the list is Anand Malhotra with 21 hours. Anand Malhotra, 21 hours. Then we have Shubham Nishad with 10 hours. then third one is Narhari Payal with 8 hours, Akhil Mahajan with 3 hours, and Ankit Chauhan with 2 hours, Murli with 2 hours, and Nivetha with 1 hour. Then for the impromptu speeches, first one is Nilanjan Mohan with 4 hours, Parth with 2 hours, Anusha 2 hours, Anjali 2 hours, Manisha Saraf 8 hours, Venkatraj 4 hours, and Vaibhav 2 hours.
Ankit Chauhan 2 hours, very good, Yari. I think I should learn something from you because I use a lot of hours. Let's call upon grammarian.
Yes, it's somewhat of an offbeat behavior for the grammarian to use his own amount of day just to get some applause out of it. So, got there. So, in terms of grammar, I think it was a very smooth, free-flowing session, and everybody was pretty much spot on in terms of the grammar department. There were certain cases like leave the albatross from around the neck that could be used as get the albatross off around the neck, off the neck, I think. And the other was there was a case where one of you, I don't remember the name, was probably breaking off the sentences. When you're starting a sentence, it's a good idea to actually complete the sentence rather than assuming that the audience would actually extrapolate whatever you were saying and assume, get the correct message that you want to portray. And finally, that's about it. The rest of it was fine, and I would just like to say that Anand and Nivetha, I think these were 2 of the best speeches that I've personally heard. But the Toastmaster, the speech evaluators more.
Let's call upon speech evaluator for impromptu speeches.
Thank you. This is the first time I'm taking this role of speech evaluator for impromptu speeches, and it's difficult to rate, obviously, or comment on any of who's older than you. Starting off with Anjali Krishna Sahaj Chaudhary. She was quite creative. She used the word of the day, and according to the topic, she was expressive. Your voice was clear, audible. Plus, you had a natural and pleasant way of expressing. According to the topic, you related your speech with your real incident, how you think and how you perceive. Plus, it was a good continuity maintained. It was fluent, and she took very less pauses as compared to generally taken in impromptu speech. So the continuity and fluency was really a good part, and she used the stage. There was a good eye contact. Plus, she reached to a conclusion as her topic suggested. That was the acceptance speech. Moving on to Anusha. Her topic was that she did not like the clearing of the room. So she has a good voice. She did not use much of her hands or gestures. So I think you could have used the stage or better in a better way. Yeah, your speech was kind of inspiring. Plus, it was a natural way of expression. Then Parth Yadav. I think you could have used more time on creative and imaginative in expressions. The 30 seconds. You seemed a little nervous in the beginning, and yeah, it was good when you started off, but you could not say much after that. You used very small sentences, and they were good. You used the good pauses, and you stopped in between. It was humorous. You took breaks. You did not use much of the stage and not much of eye contact, so you could improve on that. Then Nilanjan Mohan. Yeah. Topic was Osama bin Laden. I think you could also have used much of the creativity plus imagination, and even you could have used the facts and news about Osama. Plus you used the word of the day. You were audible. You were pretty good volume. Plus you started off with a very firm beginning, and you actually established that you're actually drawing the inspiration from Osama bin Laden. That was a very good thing, and you actually used the stage. But after that, when you started off, it became a bit monotonous. So and you could have increased your eye contact, plus be more creative and pleasant. And also you could have used again more of the gestures and your hand movements. And now Manisha, her topic was the date part, and I think she was very good in her tone modulations, plus that the related topic, the date, that happiness could be seen on her face. It was really nice. And yeah, but you were not audible enough, and you could improve on the volume part. You used your hands, you had a good eye contact. Plus, yeah, you were creative, you emphasized on certain things. Plus, when you talked about the setting and then the use of, and then you talked about Hero or the Hulk, you emphasized on that was really nice. Venkatraj, you were really started off well, and you used good facts about how chimpanzees do and what. And your speech and face seemed pleasant and natural. You were creative. But again, yeah, you could have used more of the stage and your hand gestures more. You did not use much of it. Then Vaibhav, you used the word 2 or 3 times, I think. With a pleasant voice, it was very pleasing to hear from you as the topic suggested. You had a good eye contact. You very well connected with the audience. It was humorous. Plus, yeah, you were expressive. You used your hands effectively. You could improve on the tone and modulation part. And yeah, you related to your own experiences, the PGP parties or whatever. And yeah, you had good pauses and breaks. Thank you. And one more thing I would like, I think you should use the 30 seconds given to you effectively to make it more creative, because everyone of you today has a little, use your creativity and imagination less. And yeah, you can also work on tones, modulation and annotations part. So that is it. Thank you.
Let's call upon Aditya for speech evaluation.
So, actually I thought that I'll take some time in doing these evaluations today. I think we're short on time, so is it okay if we can keep you here till 9:35-ish? Is it? Because
9:30.
9:30. Okay, fine. 9:30. So basically, what I wanted to do was, ask your opinion. We'll start with Anand's evaluation. Okay. So anyone wants to opt and do his evaluation? You must have all heard his speech. Do you remember it? I'm sure it was quite a memorable speech. So all of you must be remembering. Anyone? Any points on that?
I have.
Yes.
Others?
You can say it from there. It's okay.
I think most of the hours which he took was only the beginning, and that covered up most of the hours. But once you got into the topic, you were really fluent, and there was a very good flow of thought. I really like that, and plus the topic itself was very interesting. The concept was new, so that was a good part.
Exactly. Yes.
The fact that he had 3 stories in his entire speech is really interesting. I mean, it made me look forward to what the story is really going to be all about.
Anyone else? Go on, PGP. We want to open the roles to you, and that's why we're doing this small exercise, because so that we can open the roles as early as possible.
It's like nice that he gave us a good introduction. He said, okay, I'll ask you a question, some inference question, and then he asked you at the end of the thing, and he analyzed the thing, and he even gave us kind of what he thinks. Sheep of this is like, it's not about your change, unless you have the same purpose. So the whole flow was good.
I think his speech describes the word of the day pretty well. I mean, offbeat. I mean, when you are asked to say an icebreaker session, you are obviously, I mean, in general, you expect that it will be all about yourself, educational background and stuff, but he took up something from his...
This was the second speech.
Okay. So it was pretty good. I mean, the topic was very eccentric and interesting.
So, anyone else?
Yeah. I like the way how he correlated it, and we could connect to it because he connected it to assignments and everything. So it was not just the movie, but also how we could relate to it.
Until the purpose is good enough, we can copy the assignments from the
I don't think so. That was the intended takeaway, but it's okay. Yes.
I think it was very well organized. He mentioned a question in the first, he said, I'm going to ask you an introspective question, and then he built the suspense up really well, and then concluded it really well.
Anyone else? Yeah, last. Okay, fine. So basically, we've circulated these level 2 speech forms. Okay, that's exactly for this purpose. so that you know on what all parameters are you being judged on. Now, if you see his speech value, I mean, was it interesting and meaningful to the audience? You said that there was connect because of the assignment thing coming in. He had a very engaging start. So the start was good. Opening, that is the captivating and led into the topic, that was very good. His body had a flow. Okay, the entire thing had a flow, and his conclusion was effective. Because he made a very powerful ending. Summarizing the whole thing. Then his transitions, they were very, very smooth. Like he moved from from the initial part where he's talking about his internship, the movies, into the topic, then back into the life of and then back, giving his conclusion. So that's exactly what we wanted to show you was that's how a prepared speech should be. Of course, he was lying when he said that he's not come prepared, because if that was unprepared, then I don't know what is prepared. Okay. Then, sorry, he was doing his duty. It's like 8 to 9. It's 9:20. Like it's okay. So I'll also hurry up. I think that was a God-sent reminder. So about his topic was his speech was very animated. Animated in the sense that he was not moving around too much or jumping around, but the way he spoke, it got the entire topic to life, and that's what people should try to do. Then his transformation, as she rightly pointed out, that's exactly what the R counter is supposed to do. In fact, Satish was going to point that out, that she should have probably mentioned this in her evaluation as well. But most of his R's were in the initial 1 minute or 1 minute 30 seconds. That's because there was a huge gap between the last time when he gave the speech and this time when this time. Because he already mentioned last time he gave a speech in March. Yeah. So that's exactly the thing. When you're not that consistent, you kind of lose the touch. But then when you're giving speeches that often, he used to give a lot of impromptu speeches back in the day. So it's very easy to come back to that level. And that's exactly what happened. His flow, the way he spoke, the number of R's, they all dramatically reduced in the second half of his speech. Then one more very important thing is, if you can go back and see in the video also, that he really held everyone's glance. Whenever he looked at someone, making an eye contact like this is different. But you holding someone's glance, that's completely different. He did that with me here for almost 5 seconds. I'm like, okay, what? Oh, I'm listening. It's like, it was almost like that compelling voice inside me that's, okay, that I should pay more attention to what he's saying. And that's exactly the purpose of having eye contact. It's just not because it's a good way of speaking, but it should also keep people engaged and, into the speech. And then, of course, as I said, he had a powerful ending. So can we have a round of applause for him? Hurry up now. Shubham. So, where is Shubham? Yeah. Straightening of the shirt, That's a nervous sign of you being very nervous. So you were straightening your shirt, then you were standing like this. Okay, I don't know if you noticed or not, but you completely ignored this part of the class. Then you paced. There was no pacing as such. You were pretty much constant there. So then, and you need to work on your body language. I know this was the first time, but this is something that you can probably look forward to. Make sure that you improve on these particular aspects, and give a speech next week. Because we did realize, this is exactly what happens. When you're not so used to speaking in front of people, then you just get stuck. And even when you're given time, you just want to escape from the whole situation. And that's something that I felt. That's why I was trying to push you, please take more time. And because of that, there was jumping between the topics. There was no flow. You spoke about your childhood days, your school days, and then there was like mix and match. Sometimes it was about the job, and then sometimes back. So probably it's the first thing. That's okay. So I'm hopeful that we're going to hear from you next week. Okay, probably on Monday. So Akhil, where's Akhil? Akhil, yes. So you had a good opening. Okay. The one thing that I'd like to say that there was good reference to the whole poem. That's something that I really liked. Though the pronunciation was a bit off, but that's okay. The reference part was good, because you kept on going back to that, and it wasn't really expected, because it's an icebreaker. You don't really expect that, but that was something very unique. Then your first part, you used the word of the day. There was voice modulation and pauses, but I mean there was a lack of voice modulation and pauses, so probably you could work on that. It was more like flat in its tone. You don't have speech. Then you only your right hand was participating. Your left hand was off somewhere. This was like this, and you were talking like this. You could probably go back and see. So make sure that that doesn't happen. It gives you your body language takes a big, huge hit. If that happens. Second part was it sounded very honest for some reason. Maybe you was actually speaking from your heart because you were talking about the whole TT representation part, right? Where you represented the school. I think you made some error when you said we were the whole school. I think you were referring to yourself then. So I represented the whole school, something of that sort. So we doesn't really fit that. Then there's eye movement, but not eye contact. You were looking everywhere, but you did not really engage. It was more like that kind of thing. So more, and you did use the phrases well. The last part also where you mentioned something with the bulls that catching the bull by the horn, and before that, then as I said, the albatross. So overall, it was a good attempt, but something you can probably work on is the voice modulation for the spot. Nadari, where are you? As I said, as I was mentioning to you and a few others that there are 2-3 reasons for being nervous on stage, and that's something that he's completely devoid of. You do not care what others think of you. Probably that's what you were referring to in the initial part of your speech as well. You had a good opening, and one thing is that you had excellent presence of mind. You could relate everything, because it was a prepared speech. I'm guessing that you were prepared for it. But then, because you accounted for a lot of things that happened today during the session as well, so you were adaptive to that extent, which is very good because it helps the people connect better with what you've said because this happened recently. So there was good hand gesturing, but you were touching your lips too often. Okay, and of course, I don't know what you found that attractive here on the floor, but you kept on looking down. Probably if you could look at people, which is scary at times, but then of course that's better because there's no point in looking down or up. Then again, your speech also looked very sincere because it came directly from the heart, and that helps reflect the passion that you hold for volleyball. So that's good. But then you did not use the space, especially when you really had the opportunity to do it, while describing the volleyball match. You're talking about how Jali, you thwarted all Jali's attempts at gaining advantage, but then you could have probably used the space more.
Space in the sense?
Yeah, stage. I think that's about it. Good attempt, but probably you can work on your grammar and your delivery a little more. Then Ankit, where are you? 8 hours of sleep, that's less. 8 hours of sleep,
Yeah, I'm still trying to adapt.
Yeah. From 10 hours, 8 hours, I think it's a bit stretch. It's a huge stretch for you. I'm wondering, 8 hours and still did not get time for prepared speech, and I'm going to be very hard for this evaluation. But then there was nervous spacing. Okay, nervous spacing is when you move because you're nervous. So avoid that because it's too obvious, at least to people who are watching. Then you had a kind of a monotone. I'm not sure where's Ekta these days. Yeah, no, Ekta. She's senior, she's Indian. She's your year. She's not. Okay. But Ekta has like completely, she has a monopoly on the monotone market, She has a monotone, but the way she delivers a speech, even with that monotone, that's amazing. So probably if you want to adapt to the monotone style, then you can learn from her. Otherwise, you can probably bring in more voice modulation and all those things. And you mentioned something about the 50 rupee, 50 rupee, your life and your learnings from the 50 rupee. I was hoping that you're going to build on that because that's a very powerful topic or very subtopic to build on. That what were the learnings that you got from that? But I think you just moved.
Reserved for the interview.
Okay. Then, yeah, because you mentioned something about your use of obscenity, so we can't really take credit for Anand's speech because then, of course, we can face the same situation. Joke. Okay. And you could have had a better conclusion. It's just to abrupt. Then Murli, I thought, firstly, let's have a round of applause for him. because the timing a bit mixed up, your impromptu are shorter and your prepare also shorter. But also short, sorry. But that's okay. Probably you can work on that. You have your own conditions to overcome. You have a natural knack for extracting humor, okay, through your delivery. Okay. So probably that's something that you can build on. That's a strength that you can look forward to. And then again, you were pacing nervously, and that's about it. You're short. The speech was short. Then that's it. Last. Left it yours, right? Okay, Niveta. It was animated. The speech was animated. Like the stresses, the pauses. That was good. She did. You said that you were not that well prepared, but then except for the whole.
I just did not prepare.
That's okay. But I felt that it was well prepared in the sense that you knew exactly how the things will flow, how the topics will flow. I'm not sure whether it was Going Girls 101 or Insulting Boys 501. But somewhere it did feel, okay, this also we don't do, fine, we don't do all these things, so that's okay. Then you were moving, which is good, but then your movement was hampered because of the paper, That's okay. Then the only part that I didn't like was the ending, the whole part, because probably you overshot, and that's why you did not really adapt to the ending, and you just kind of abruptly ended. So if you could probably adapt, that's the Toastmasters way. And have more detailed evaluations.
Mine was organizing as well, the objective.
Yeah, so what I felt was because you were too fast-paced during the entire speech, you did not really pause enough and you did not stress enough in between. So your speech lost the structure. I mean, it was hard to actually judge when you were moving from one place to another, one topic to another. Like between, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Those 5 topics, 5 points. So you did not really give yourself enough space in between. So that's the lost structure. But otherwise, it was a good, very well written speech. And that's about it from me. And we've circulated these. Everyone who's finished their level 1 speech, they can take these handouts from me and just bring them along next time, because we will be evaluating you on these and giving you back these forms. That's about it. Thank you. Before we go to the session,
you have to
1 minute.
do that. Test speaker,
I don't take much of your time, guys. So we started by 8:08, but we ended by 9:30. So we can give an excuse for that because many people have gave their report and improper speech for that. But I'm going to chastise, or I would say seriously criticize Aditya for the long time he took. It was a detailed speech, good evaluation, but we can keep some of the things offline. Like the student, the people who gave their speeches can meet the evaluators in person and get their feedbacks. So going by one, I appreciate the Toastmaster of the day with coming with many jokes. I don't know how many of them laugh really, but it's a good initiative. Thank you. Then going to table topic master. So Anusha came with some good offbeat topics, and thanks to the grammarian that he come with an offbeat, and many of the people ironically use it more often than it used to be an offbeat. And going with the timer and also the out counter. Yeah, I was supposed to evaluate out counter, but he took the role from us. So both of them did their role very well. So I make from here on, from the next session, we make sure that we stick to the time of 1 hour, and we expect more participation from the next session also. Thank you.
So let us start the. Let's take it for Niveta. Narhari Ayala. Okay.
Excuse me. Can you please just tell who the person is?
Okay, Percy, can you just raise your hand first? Akhil is. Now can we have the vote? And now you can.
Ankit Chauhan. Raise it clearly. Shubham. Shubham is with that. Can't see it. So. Anand Malhotra.
Aditya, can I vote for myself?
Only. So clearly, the winner is Anand Malhotra. So it's a. Oh yeah, attendance. Don't forget to sign that form.
Oh, by the way, guys, if you want how many of you actually feel that they would want more practice? Not just practice, they feel that they have a disadvantage just going for GD. And you all pay back others. Drop in a mail to the contact. And about the thing we have